Yeah, so I went out and saw Helena Shaw and the Dial of Destiny today, all right? Yeah, you heard me right. Helena Shaw and the Dial of Destiny. This is not an Indiana Jones film, okay? Do not get this twisted. This is not an Indiana Jones film. This is not the fifth film in the Indiana Jones franchise. This is the first film in the Helena Shaw franchise, all right? It's about Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. Indiana Jones is just some old man along for the ride. Everything goes through her. She's the brilliant one. She's the smart one. She's got all the answers. And Indiana Jones is constantly being upstaged by this chick. It's absolutely frustrating. And she's super disrespectful throughout this entire film. I cannot believe Harrison Ford signed on for this. I cannot believe that, Lucasfilm decided to send Harrison Ford out like this. It's so disrespectful to the character of Indiana Jones. I cannot stress that enough. All right. And I hear people saying, oh, it's a great swan song and it still has some of that indie magic. No, it does not. No, it does not. I cannot recommend even watching this film. Don't even watch it out of morbid curiosity. Do not give this film one more ounce of your time. Because look, after this review, I'm probably going to be done talking about it with the exception of box office stuff and just clowning it at how terrible this box office is about to be, because it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Make no mistake. Let me start off with that first action sequence that everybody keeps talking about with the de-aged Indy. Listen, it looks like a cartoon. All right. Indiana Jones looks too small for his clothes. It's like his hat doesn't fit right. His clothes don't fit right on him. I don't know what it is, but it's clear that, yeah, they put some clothes on Harrison Ford and they de-aged him and it just don't look right, okay? And it's super cartoony. Super cartoony. There's this scene where Indiana Jones is running on the rooftop of a train, going from train car to train car, running on the rooftop, and it totally looks like a cartoon. And look, don't get me wrong. I know that that's happened in the past with some of Indiana Jones special effects and everything, but this just stood out to me. It took me completely out of the film. It's like, what? This thing looks like somebody, like a CGI Indiana Jones running around on a cartoon train. It just looked dumb, because I'm going back to like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where you saw River Phoenix going from, on the same type of deal, running around on the train, running on the rooftop, jumping down and doing all of that. I remember that, and that was like a legitimate, real, practical stunt. I don't know why they just couldn't do something like that, but they decided to go CGI, Jumpman Indy. It just looked dumb. It just looked really dumb. This is where you can absolutely tell that James Mangold directed this and not Steven Spielberg. It is a completely different film, right? Steven Spielberg has this way of kind of drawing you into the action. You know what I'm saying? If you've watched Steven Spielberg long enough, he trying to draws you into the action, brings it right up close and personal, so you feel like you're a part of this thing. James Mangold is just just filming, okay? He doesn't bring you into the action. I like his direction. I'm not saying anything bad about the direction, but it's clear that this is not Steven Spielberg. There's a big difference, and it really shows when you watch a guy taking on Indiana Jones. First time Steven Spielberg hasn't directed it, and it absolutely shows. James Mangold, he might do other stuff well. This does not feel like an Indiana Jones film just by the way it feels and looks and the way it's shot. Again, Spielberg has this way of just bringing you into the adventure, and James Mangold is just kind of pan and scan filming everything, and he's got some interesting angles, but it's nothing like Spielberg. There's a big difference between the maestro Spielberg and James Mangold. Now, that's my first point. The other thing is that like this guy's voice is still old, right? He still sounds like an old man, even though he's supposed to be like in his, early 40s, I think. And he sounds like a super old dude in this thing. So yeah, that opening sequence, everything that they're talking about, with the action, the way it looks, his clothes, all of that stuff, it just feels weird. It doesn't look right. And to be very fair to the people that have said this, it's literally the best part of the movie. This super cartoonish looking beginning that it just has all kinds of flaws in it. It's literally the best part of the film. And, it's just all downhill from there. After that point, it just gets worse. So you get to Indiana Jones. We fast forward to present day, which is 1969. The astronauts have landed on the moon, blah, blah, blah. Indiana Jones is retiring from teaching, and he's just some grumpy old man. At this point, he's just a grumpy, bitter old man. We find out that Marion is divorcing him, and it's all due to the death of Mutt. Yeah, Mutt Williams has died in the Vietnam War. So it's just this terrible vision of Indiana Jones as just broken, withered old man that's just grumpy and bitter and hateful and hates life. You know, kids are playing music down the hall. They literally do the whole get off my lawn type situation with an old man going to a neighbor's apartment and banging on the door with a baseball bat. Turn the music down, you young punks. Like, that's the Indiana Jones we're getting. Can you believe this crap? Can you believe this is what they're doing? And Harrison Ford went and signed up for this crap? I don't believe this crap. So later on, he's at a bar just drinking his troubles away or whatever. And Helena Shaw visits him. This is his goddaughter. It's the daughter of his partner that's at the beginning sequence. He's in the opening kind of sequence. His name is Basil Shaw. He helped him find the Dial of Destiny, and he's been obsessed with the Dial of Destiny. Kind of like how, you know, his father was obsessed with the Holy Grail. It's like they gotta keep repeating themes. They can't come up with anything new. So they just create a new device and a new person to be obsessed with something that did all the research. That, you know, again, that kind of a character. So she's looking for the Dial of Destiny now, and her whole character is she's not really interested in the antiques and the antiquities of it all. She just uses her knowledge to basically, you know, collect stuff and then sell it for profit. That's basically who her character is. And again, she's a despicable character, to be frank and honest with you, just despicable. And she sets Indiana Jones up. She sets him up to find this thing, basically to get it from him so she can run off and sell it. But at the same time, the Mads Mikkelsen character is kind of working with the CIA. I guess the CIA didn't realize he was a Nazi because he's also at the opening sequence as one of the Nazis that's trying to get the Dial of Destiny. So he's back into the fray. He's looking for the Dial of Destiny. Helena Shaw's looking for the Dial of Destiny. And, you know, they clash at Indy's college. A couple of people get shot and killed. Indy's on the run for murder. Again, this is what they're doing with Indiana Jones's character, right? So, yeah, he's on the run for murder. And he has to join up with Helena to somehow see if he can get the Dial of Destiny. And that's going to clear his name from murder. I don't know how that's going to happen. That makes absolutely no sense. And it doesn't get addressed again. They never discuss it again. It's just like the reason they need to get him on the adventure. Oh, you know, I gotta clear my name, so I gotta go on this stupid adventure with you. And the entire time, this entire adventure, you know, I'm not even going to get into the nuts and bolts of the adventure because it's just kind of hokey crap. Chase sequences and different kind of stuff, which might look great in any other circumstance, but because the story is so flimsy and dumb, it's just terrible. But the main problem with this film is throughout all of this, Helena Shaw, Indiana Jones's goddaughter, is just being hella disrespectful to this man. Disrespecting him like every chance she gets. Mouthy, talking crap to it. It's just like, I don't like this character. I don't like this character. She's getting into fights and stupid arguments for zero reason, just so she can be clever and cute. And I'm like, this kind of character, you're waiting for something that bad to happen to her. It's disrespectful to Indiana Jones. It's disrespectful to Harrison Ford. I can't believe they let Harrison Ford go out like this, you know? And I know that Harrison Ford wanted to play Indiana Jones one last time. I get that. All right, but this isn't even Indiana Jones. This character that they show, this is not Indiana Jones whatsoever. It's like watching Joe Biden go on an adventure. That's what it's like. Just some confused old man. And she's just constantly upstaging him, telling him everything. And this is the dude that's been, like I said, a lifetime of adventure. I've talked about this over and over. This man should be on top of his game, even more so now than ever before. And the most strange and weird part about this is hearing this Helena Shaw chick call him Indy. I understand that's the Godfather and maybe you got that kind of relationship with him, but it doesn't feel like it because you're super disrespectful. She is disrespectful to Indiana Jones throughout this entire film, from beginning all the way to the very end. She is super disrespectful. I can't believe that this is what Harrison Ford signed up for. It's literally the worst part of this entire movie is the disrespect. The disrespect that they pay to this character, just treating him like an old fossil, like he's washed up, like he's no good. I don't know who your choice would be for the most annoying character in Indiana Jones history. Maybe it's Willie Scott. Maybe it's Short Round. Some people don't like Short Round. Maybe it's Mutt Williams. She wins, okay? She has the title belt right now, okay? She takes the cake. She takes the cookies, the ice cream. She takes it all. This chick is absolutely, you are just waiting for her. Somebody knock her ass out. Please, somebody knock her ass out. I am tired of this chick already. And I'm not even a violent man, okay? But I cannot stand this person, this character. Get her off the screen. She is an absolutely wretched, miserable little wretch. She is just, and she's calling him Indy. like she's Salah, you know, like she's his friend or something. Indy. Like, bitch, you ain't Indy's friend. You've been disrespecting him this whole time. Salah can call him Indy. Marion can call him Indy. You call him Dr. Jones, dawg. That's how I wanted to say. I wanted to jump up in the theater and say that so many times. I'm not kidding you. This film is an utter waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time. The magic is completely gone. And I'm going to show you why. This is why the magic is gone. Right there. Right there. These two guys were innovators and creators and friends. Two film geniuses that worked together, that collaborated together to create the character of Indiana Jones. You will never get two guys like this ever again, creating film magic from scratch, okay? Brand new character, brand new franchise. All of these jokers at Lucasfilm, all they can do is steal what other people have done and just completely destroy it, all right? They have no respect for this franchise. The magic is completely gone out of Lucasfilm. It's gone for good. Don't watch this film. Do not watch this film. Let it die on the hill by itself, all right? Catch it somewhere down the line, you know, on free television somewhere or whatever, okay? Go watch Spider-Verse again if you want to watch a film this weekend. Anyway, folks, I just think this isn't a film worth talking about at all. It's terrible. It's horrible. You can go and find a synopsis somewhere if you want to know what happens in this film. But yeah, the biggest problem is that Helena Shaw character. You could tell they wanted something out of her. They want to take her and set her up for something bigger and better or whatever, but they'll never match what these guys did with the Indiana Jones character. This thing is absolutely dead. It's a trilogy, in my opinion, still, but Crystal Skull is like 10 times better than this crap. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. If you saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny or Helena Shaw and the Dial of Destiny, you guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.